Right, so I can see straight away, this is, now that I've got better light, I can see straight away that this is looking kind of okay. It needs darkening up, but you can see that this eye isn't dark enough straight away. That eye is not dark enough. All the lines on it. This is too dark, so I'm just going to take a bit of this off. We've got a line here, that's not on the picture. We'll take that off. There's a little bit of lightness coming through here, but it's a lot softer here. See how I just touch it just gently, not pressing on it at all. It just comes off. Just clean off the rubber. Just taking off this. You can see there is a little line there, but I'd rather that wasn't there. I'd rather that was a bit more a smoother transition. Just going to take some of this off. Then we'll go over it with the blender. This is too dark here. That's a bit of charcoal on there. Need to just get that a lot more smoother. This is much more of a line actually. Here, we'll take those bits off there. And here, there's a bit more lightness here. Just take your time with this, don't rush it. There's a lightness coming through there. Bit lighter there. That's okay for the minute, I think. Maybe a little bit darker in here. Let's get my blender. My graphite here. Make this a bit softer. Make our lip a lot softer. That's it. Just one off. Now we'll just use the charcoal side. Just go over this very gently. So this line here isn't the edge of her face, it's out here, but it's surrounded by light. So we'll just make that a little bit stronger so you can kind of see what's going on. Then we've got baby's face, which is in fact a straighter line here. Comes out a little bit. Now the other thing I want to do is get some more lightness in here. This is a little bit of a hard line there. Get that lightness there. Because although we haven't shaded the rest of her nose properly yet, I can see that this is too dark. Just take a bit of this off in the middle here. Just very gently. Clean the rubber off. I've got the putty rubber, but I think it's a bit of a delicate area really for using that right away. Just want to get that shape in. I'll get my brush and brush those hairs away, the rubber away. That's it. And you can see it's coming kind of like this really. Then we'll get that shape of her nose right. That isn't as dark. This is a bit lighter, this corner. Just turn the rubber round, just so that it's a bit cleaner. Clean off the rubber before I put it down. Just take those hairs away. Right, so let's just, so if you had larger sections you could just go in with this and do a bit of this, but it's really quite powerful, the putty rubber. Just wanted to do a bit more of a gentle transition there. And darken her eyeline up again. I'm just being a bit selective about where I put the charcoal now. Looking at that line here. Always check that bottom line. Where the iris meets the eyelid is a good indication of whether you've got the eye the right size. And if you need to, measure it. Get your ruler out and measure it. And make sure that it's starting in the right place on the eyelid. And if you're sure about that, then you can measure it. Just make it a bit darker. Just flecks of darkness in there. As I say, you can't really get detail in this size of a picture, not with charcoal. I can't anyway. Just make her eyebrow a bit darker. Just quite dark there. And the darkness kind of ends here. it gets a lot paler up here, but it's there. This line here is dark. Very, very gently. See, I'm just doing it very gently. Okay. Just looking at this bit of shading, see it's coming in kind of in line with this. It's like a straight line of shadow. This is all darker under here. That's it. Now I'll soften that with the paper stump. Just soften the whole thing. This is darker under here. Eyelashes darker. The darkness doesn't go over the whole way. That's it. Okay. Just leave it there, I think, for now. Because all this will be greatly affected by getting some more shading up here on her forehead and on her hair, of course, and then her neck. I'd like to get her teeth in next, though, I think. We can make a start on that. Yeah. So, because it's very dark around her teeth, I'm inclined to use this. So I don't really want to get too much more on there. We've got quite a bit of graphite on there, so let's have a go at her teeth. Just copying the lines very carefully now, because we've measured them all out, so this should be okay. We've got the line of her mouth here. Let's put that in. That's very dark there. Now, because we've got the 2H underneath this, and 4H, if we do this line a bit wrong, we can get it off again. Just go very gently with it till you're sure that the line is right. see, very gently. Now we're not going to do a dark line around her teeth, but we are going to bring in some darkness into her teeth here. I'll do that with a pencil, I think. I'll do this with an F pencil. Just going to redraw her teeth in a bit, just around them. I can kind of see where I've done those. Just see I've got a bit of just take that off. Then I'm just carefully looking at the lines around her teeth again. So these lines that I'm going around were traced on. These are the traced on lines. This is the first time I'm drawing around them, just to bring a bit more definition there, because they're very, very pale. Not pressing hard, just very, very gently. Right, now this is darker in this corner. It's a bit darker. Just get a bit more graphite on there. Because this is the F graphite, I know I can go over with a paper stump and it's still going to look quite dull, and it'll darken it quite a bit too. And there's another little tooth at the back there. Yeah, you can see that shining, so I'm going to go over it with the F graphite. Don't want any shine. I mean, you can get away with it in the mouth area, but I want to try and darken it a bit so we get a bit more of a definition here. And, you know, we don't want a hard line around the teeth. We want it softer, but it needs to be darker. And it needs to be the right kind of line. The very darker edges are coming in from the lips, actually. So we can maybe bring a bit of charcoal down there. This is much deeper in here. Yeah, still a bit shiny. That's better. Just rub it in there. Okay. checking where that last tooth actually ends. It's kind of about here. And the line is going not straight, but that. It's very dark in there. That's it. Now we'll just go over that with the charcoal, just very gently. So, see if you look at that, I've got no white on her teeth yet, but they look white because I've got the black around them. That's the power. That's the power of light next to dark. There's no white on there at all yet. Pretty incredible, isn't it? Let's bring some darkness into her gums. Just kind of mottled looking. Start for this side. Just getting this line right here, right on the edge of her teeth. It's quite straight. That's it. And while we're at it, we can just get this, just get her lips in a little bit thicker. Just hold the board still. Again, it's mottly. It's not all one colour. We'll put some shiny areas on her lips. Just getting the depth of her lips right now. Now that we've got her teeth there. That needs to come up a bit more there. Just up like that. There. Now with the charcoal blender, we'll just blend that in a bit. Just soften all this. Now I'm looking at it, it's just need to get her teeth the right shape. Just perfect that with white, which we can do that a bit later. Yeah, that kind comes down a little bit more here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so teeth look white already, which is good. Looking good. Just going to soften this a little bit through here while we're at it. Need to do a lot more shaping on her face. Lots more to do. Just need to just take a break now. There, that looks a bit better, I think. Okay, let's take a break.